Max,
Yeah.
you still sure about those Clippers coming out of the West?
Yeah, I'm not changing my pick because of one regular season game. I'll say that LeBron had a great weekend. He beat Giannis and Kawhi. And if he is to do that in the playoffs and win a championship, then he has regained his throne. But make no mistake about it, he lost the throne already. He lost the throne. Well, it's to injury. That's true. So he didn't get to remind us last playoffs what he always seems to do in the playoffs, which is show there's distance between him and everyone else in the league. But in his absence, someone else stepped up, a guy who'd already won an MVP in the finals for the defense he played on LeBron when he was still a puppy. And then when he became a fully mature player, led the Raptors to a championship. Yes, of course the Warriors were hurt, and that's why. Were the Warriors not hurt, no one was going to beat them. They were too good. But Kawhi won finals MVP again. So that happened in LeBron's absence. That means the title is vacant. Kawhi took it by force, just not against LeBron. Okay, so once I saw that and saw him kind of airdropped into a Clippers situation with Paul George in place of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Danilo Gallinari to a 48-win team, I thought, well, those are huge upgrades. Let's see how this works out. Sure enough, when they're at full strength, they almost never lose. They did lose to the Lakers one game. They've beaten them twice. Hats off to LeBron James for him to be doing what he's doing at this age is amazing. I don't think they can count on 24 points a night in a 7-game series from Avery Bradley. I don't think they can count on Lou Williams getting cold, Morris getting cold, the way they were yesterday for the Clippers. I like Kawhi Leonard, who I still think is the best player in the world, to do it when it matters most. I like the Clippers to win.
Your argument about the best player in the world, or specifically LeBron James losing his throne, has zero credibility coming out of your mouth, simply because LeBron James lost 2 NBA Finals to Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors, and you were still religiously calling him the best player in the world, even though he lost to them. But somehow, some way, when he loses to someone directly, you don't want to confiscate the crown from him. But when he's injured and Kawhi slide in, or when he's out of the playoffs with the groin injury and all of that stuff that happened last year with the Lakers, suddenly he lost his crown. Kawhi Leonard didn't beat Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was, we all know what would have happened to the Toronto Raptors if Kevin Durant were healthy. Hell, if Kevin Durant was injured and Klay Thompson were healthy, I believe the Golden State Warriors would have beaten the Toronto Raptors. So let's get that out of the way. Now, when we look at the Clippers and we talk about them, listen, talent-wise, in terms of how they're built, whatever, I don't knock Max or anybody else for calling the Clippers the favorite. I had to sit up there and modify my thinking, particularly when they acquired Marcus Morris and then they acquired Reggie Jackson. Now, the Lakers went out and did some things as well. I'm not sure Deion Waiters was the right guy because I don't view him as a point guard, but he is a guy that can score. He's got a lot of heart. He ain't scared. And he's a former teammate of LeBron James. And when they were teammates in Cleveland, Deion Waiters' first 2 years in the league, he averaged better than 14 points per game. So I think that he could do some things, even though I consider him to be a version of KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. But again, that's neither here nor there. When you talk about the Lakers and the Clippers, I think that what we saw yesterday is a reminder of what the Lakers can do if they bring their game. Now, they'll have to do that to beat somebody like the Clippers. But to see both squads healthy, to see how formidable the Lakers are defensively, particularly in the interior, guarding the basket, I can't ignore that because especially LeBron James' willingness to post and attack the basket. When he does that, he's a different animal. The only last thing that I'll say is this. Kawhi Leonard, we all know he's all-world on both ends of the floor. He's big time. The man had not one single assist yesterday. Not one single assist. Now, this cyborg, call him whatever you want to call him. But guess what? LeBron James ain't the only one that needs to bring his A game in order to deliver. Kawhi Leonard needs to bring his A game, too.
I think this probably did a lot for the Lakers' confidence as well.
Yes, it should.
Can I answer your question directly?
Yes, please.
The Lakers have been the team to beat for the championship from the moment they acquired Anthony Davis, and that was on full display yesterday. In any series they play, they will have 2 of the 3 best players on the court. And in most series, they will have the 2 best players on the court. LeBron James is without question the player you want on your team, regardless of what your other options are. You might want to give. I know that you would vote for Giannis for the MVP right now. I won't fight you on it, although I would vote for LeBron. But in a playoff series, there is no question I would take LeBron over him,
Absolutely.
and I would definitely take LeBron over Kawhi Leonard.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.